Hi guys, so I'll be reading the book Amari and the Metalwork Menace. Sorry if there's any background noises. I have a couple younger siblings. Chapter 1. I'm standing at the edge of the pool, trying my best to stay calm. The moment is finally here. I glance at about half a dozen girls lined up beside me, all wearing swimwear in their school colors. My eyes shift to the packed stands, then the Georgia Swims Championship banner. Coach Meyer paces at the coach's box in a red Sterling Athletics tee, looking more anxious than me. She gives me a stiff nod and I return it. My mission is simple: get to the other side of the pool and back before anyone else and claim the Georgia State title in the 50-yard freestyle for myself and my school. It's what I've been training for all year. The mission is also impossible because the lane next to me is Anya Petrov, the best 15-under swimmer in the nation. The girl's already won the 100-yard freestyle this morning, and she's never lost a race at this distance, like ever. I turn to find Anya staring. She's visibly unimpressed, so I meet her eyes and make it clear I'm not easily intimidated. Anya smirks and pulls down her swim goggles, down over her eyes. She gives a wave to the crowd who roar in reply. I take a deep breath inside my own goggles onto place. A camera person is sitting up a tripod in front of the stands. Anya's the reason the news crow's here. This is supposed to be her moment, her chance to finish middle school undefeated. But she's never raced me before, so we'll see about that. Swimmers, take your marks, chimes the loudspeaker. You'll start at the sound of the whistle. We step onto the blocks. The crowd goes quiet. I shake out my nerves and take a slow, deep breath. I focus on the water, on my lane, blocking out everything else around me. Beep. I dive forward, joining my hands above my head as I dip beneath the surface, keeping my legs together. I use my dolphin kick to propel me underwater until it's time to surface and begin swimming freestyle. My legs kicking and my arms slicing through the water, one after another. Anya surfaces well ahead of me. She might as well have been shot out of a cannon, she's so fast. As all I can do is keep my face with her feet. I breathe like I've been taught, exhaling underwater and turning my head to inhale while my face is above the surface. Turning also lets me keep track on Anya. She's pulling away. I try not to panic. This race isn't about who can swim longest. It's about who can swim the fastest. Just 2 pool lengths to the other side and back. I've got to swim harder. Anya gets to the opposite wall first. She ducks underwater, flipping around herself to the springboard off the wall and back towards the starting blocks. A split second later, I'm doing the same. As far as I can tell, the 2 of us are ahead of all the other girls. But Anya will have seen me too. She'll know she hasn't completely left everyone behind. Coach Meyer says the first 25 yards are about technique. The last 25 yards come down to will. Whoever can push themselves the hardest. Who wants it more? I swim as hard as I can, pulling myself forward with each stroke. My muscles burn from the effort. I don't know if she's slowing down or if I'm moving faster, but it doesn't matter. The result is the same. I'm catching up, and by the time we're halfway back, I'm pulling even with Anya. I can win this. I can beat the best swimmer in the country. Me and Anya are basically stroke for stroke Me and Anya are basically stroke for stroke as the wall approaches. When it's close enough, I stretch to touch it. My head comes out of the water at the same time as Anya's. We both immediately look to the scoreboard. Her name appears first, then mine. I frowned. They're gasping in the stand. There's a number 1 note next to both of our names. We finished at the exact same time. My jaw drops because what does a tie even mean? Do we have to do a swim off or something? The timekeeper huddles with the rules official. Me and Anya glance at one another, anxious. Murmuring arises from the crowd. I hear one of the timekeepers say something about a tiebreaker, but they're speaking in hushed voices. I can't make out what follows. Finally, a guy in a suit comes over, kneeling beside the pool. Rules arbitrator has determined you 2 will still be Coke State champions. Congratulations. Anya turns to me, facing the water, laughing. And that's why not a tie isn't a loss, so technically she's still undefeated. The girl wades over, putting her arms around me. You're so fast. I can't remember the last time I had to swim all out like that. I couldn't shake you. I'm too stunned to even move. I can't believe you just that happen. Believe it, Anya grins wide. Be ready for a rematch next season. I'm thinking of you when I train. Her lane gets swarmed before I can thank her and accept the challenge. I pull myself out of the water and get to my feet, then scoop up the thick-framed glasses and put them on. Braids on and glasses are kind of my new look now. Since I've started swimming, braids to fit underneath my swim cap and glasses, well, they're kind of the opposite of what normal glasses do. The true sight blockers actually make my vision worse. They help me not see the supernatural world around me. When I don't spot Coach Myers anywhere, I duck through Anya's and Myers and head towards the locker room. I need to get changed before trophy presentation. 2 arms wrap around my middle and lift me into the air, spinning around. State champion, says Coach Myers. I know you could do it. Sorry. Where did you come from, I asked, laughing. Don't you care about getting wet? Coach sets me down and grins. You should have seen the commotion you caused in the coaches section. I've got a dozen high school coaches wondering where I've been hiding you. It's a fair question. Truth is, I never considered swimming competitively until this year. It was always something I just did for fun, back before my summers were consumed by the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. My guidance counselor suggested taking up a sport as a release from my emotions, an outlet for my consulted guilt. I feel about what happened last summer. The night agent Magnus gave his life to save mine. I told them you basically dropped into my lap, adds Coach Myers. Just showed up at tryouts and smoked everybody. But you could still benefit from a summer swim camp. I shake my head. You're really gonna ask me to make, aren't you? Yep, Coach grins. Today, any camp invites? More than chasing a state title. It's the whole reason I'm here. And why I didn't invite anyone to watch me swim today. Because everyone from Mama to my friends wants to know if I'm returning to the Bureau this summer. And I'm not ready to tell them the truth. Not yet. Coach Meyer nods. Several. I'll forward them to your email tonight. That gets me excited. But there's one camp that stands out all above the rest. A dream invite. What about? Coach flushes a bright red and gestures over my shoulder. A lady looks starstruck. Anya spins over to the bald Asian guy. Sorry to interrupt, says Anya, but my coach really wanted to meet you. The guy smiles and extends a hand. Hi, I'm Charlie New Guy, and I'm the head of swim coach at Stanford, and also working with the U.S. Youth Olympic swimming program. You were incredible today. For a few seconds, I can only stare until Coach Myers nudges me. Sorry, I say. Thanks so much. I do want to be honest, though, he says. I didn't think Anya had any real competition, so I told her to go slow in the first 25 yards, conserve energy for her other events. I raise an eyebrow. That was her taking it easy? Anya shrugs. We heard you were fast, but we didn't know you were that fast. But here's what you should be encouraged, he says. Coach Nurgoy says your second 25 yards were as good as anyone your age. Have you considered longer distances? I've got a hunch you'd be special. Coach Meyer makes a show of her crossing her arms. I've been telling Amari that all year, but this girl's all about the sprints. I went. The truth is that longer distances require strategy and patience. But I don't want to think in the pool. I just want to swim as fast and hard as I can. It's the only thing that calms me. But I just say, the other events don't seem as fun. Coach Nurgoy chuckles. Once you start smoking the competition, I think you can. Something tells me you enjoy it. It's a lot more fun. The Stanford Youth Camp is already full, but I see about adding an extra spot if that's something you'd be interested in. All I can do from keeping from squirreling right in the guy's face. Somehow, I managed to keep my cool and say, that would be a real honor, Coach. Thank you. Nargoy nods. Keep training and improving over the next couple of years, and swimming scholarships could be very well in your future. Heck, the sky's the limit. Are your parents around? My mom's at work, but I can give you her number, I say. Coach Nurgoy smiles. Please do. Take this for now. He hands me a business card with his name on email on it. I've got Stanford swimming and diving enameled as well as the USA swimming logo embraced on the top. Feel free to reach out anytime. I mean it. Me and Coach Myers wait until Anita and her coach are gone before jumping up and down, screaming, "Did that really just happen?" "Do you know how many swimmers would sell their own mother to work with in Uruguay?" asked Coach Myers. I shake my head. I didn't even know what to say. This doesn't feel like real life. A swimming official steps up to us. "Amari Peters, yes, this was a very important matter to discuss. Regarding the results today." The guy gestures towards an office. Coach Meyer moves to balk him. "Just hold on a minute. Anything you have to say to my student can be said to me, too." This official looks between us. I think Miss Peters would prefer to discuss this matter alone. His expression turns of knowing, but we try to be discreet in our delivery of certain information. My heart skips a beat as I understand what he's saying. "It's fine. I think I know this is about." Coach Meyer looks concerned. "Are you sure?" I nod. The official escorts me into the empty office and shuts the door. I whirl around to face him. "Are you who I think you are?" The man nods, lowering his voice. "If you weren't wearing those true sight blockers, you'd have seen through my disguise already. I work for discreet deliveries." As I reach up to touch my glasses defensively, they help me feel normal. I've taken a leave of absence from the bureau. The supernatural world is much easier to ignore when you can't even see everywhere you go. "Well, I'll be doggone," says the man, pulling out his phone. "The gossip is true then. I'm afraid somebody leaked a bit of information to the press." He taps on his phone to show me an Earth post. I take off my true sight blockers to the other social media page. From Amari, amazing, to Amari Awol, the disappearance of the world's most promising junior agent. Has heroism taken its toll? The picture beneath the headline is my shell-shocked face from that night, the night we lost Magnus. It must have been after he took the regretful blade from me, when he accepted its terrible curse in my place. Heavy emotions settle into my gut. I shiver. I didn't mean to be rude or anything, but could you put that away? I don't like thinking about what happened if I can help it. My apologies, the guy says. I'm here to deliver an urgent paperwork from the Bureau of Supernatural Investigations. You can retrieve it from inside the desk at your earliest convenience. I stare at him incredulously. For a moment, then I grin. Couldn't you just hand me the papers? The man looks offended. That doesn't sound very discreet to me, young lady. We've got standards, you know. He shakes his head and pulls back his sleeve to work a transporter. A moment later, he's gone. I take a deep breath and head over to the desk. I've got a feeling I know what this is about. I plop into the chair and open the drawer. There's a single silver envelope inside. I pull it out and open it up. The Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. Official letter of warning. Dear Amari Peters, your leave of absence will end in exactly 24 hours. As you have already been granted a 6-month extension, no further extensions will be offered. You have the following options available to you. You can sign the resignment paper request section of this form within the next 24 hours or accept early retirement, ending your career with the Bureau. Should you decide upon early retirement, you are hereby ordered to report to your nearest field office, 1440 N Main Street, Atlanta, Georgia, 30305, to accept the conditions and sign the relevant paperwork. Understand that this decision is permanent and cannot be reversed. Further guidance and details regarding the specific situation should be discussed with the retirement officer. Should you wish to resonate, please sign and date below. Name, date. Stamped at the very bottom of the page, an ink timer, counting down from 24 hours. That's how long I've got to decide my future. I pull out Coach Uruguay's card and place it on the desk next to the letter. There's a reason I wanted to find a good swim camp this summer, and it's because I want to be doing something other than the Bureau. I've turned in my badge. Losing Magnus stole the joy out of being a junior agent for me. Maybe I've been dragging my feet on making the decision official, but I've always known what that decision would be. I've already spent the past year ignoring the supernatural world. I ball up the letter and shoot it into a trash can, like a basketball. Looks like I'm going to be a 14-year-old retiree. That's all for today, guys. Next time we'll be reading chapter 2. Sorry for all the times I said words wrong or repeated sentences because I messed up the sentence. Thanks for watching. Bye!